Am I living the American dream? I got two eyes, try to see the way the world turned. What happened to me? It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? Hey, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, baby. We almost made it this whole week, baby. Shit, manana. Beer Bud Friday. We're into a weekend. Man, life is but a dream. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. First one to jump in, my buddy and fellow shipmate, Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. How you doing? Raylene Allen is with us. The Feral Female Society is assembled here. Thank you very much. Charles Stokel is with us all the way from Bensalem. Appreciate it, buddy. And the Remixtress is with us. Seraphine Coley is back. Thank you very much. Raylene Allen, thank you for being here, darling. Blue Dot Dusty. Hey, Rose, how you doing? Pat Hunter's here. Mark Perkins, Ardessa is with us. Tracy Tobias, my neighbor. She's with us. She's not my neighbor. I just wish she was my neighbor. Anyway, Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does, is with us. Debbie Marie. Jake Clayton is back from Colorado after, what, 2 concerts at Red. What the shit? Really? Concerts, buddy? Really? You know, I carry bags for part-time anyway. I just hitting there. Anyway, Steph had an appointment. She's got a... That's the job, buddy. Get her feeling better. That's our duty. That's what we do. Thank you for being here, my friend. Tamara Harrington, darling, always nice to see you here. I've been checking out your pictures there. Your son's birthday, I think it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. George Murray is here. Carol Gillens, our poet, oddly wired. Thank you for being here. BW. Jan Beats. Let me see. Randy Curvin. Randy is with us. Thank you, brother, for being here. Randy uses his voice daily. Give him a listen over at Rant and Randy's True Patriots group over there. Donald Ware is here, and so is Karen Van Wyck. Notice I said that right. I'm just pointing it out. Yeah, don't toot my horn when I do something right. Dwayne Twizzle is with us. BW, Robin Lyons, Mark Perkins. I better jump on down here. I'll lose the whole show. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. Well, what's going on? Well, they took a vote. Well, shit. They took a vote, baby. And they, after some speeches there where Liz Cheney did her best to rake Republicans over the coals for trying to turn their back on January 6th, you know, I didn't see anything happen. Yeah, that kind of shit. Well, she called them out, baby. She did a good job of it. And we got 9 of them. 9 Republicans voted with the Democrats to continue on with the criminal contempt charge against Steve Bannon. And, you know, of course, it has to go to Nancy for signature. and then it is forwarded on to the Department of Justice, and I'm happy to know it's already there, baby. It was delivered to Department of Justice, the U.S. Attorney's Office at 5:30 p.m. this evening, Eastern Time. So it is now in the hands of the Department of Justice, and it swiftly went from the vote to the DOJ. Well, you say that quick. See what comes out your mouth.
I didn't say anything.
Anyway, it is already there. We picked up 9 Republicans. This matters, baby. This matters because this is going to determine this little Steve Bannon thing. This determines the outcome of this is how we're going to see our government function from now on. This is it, baby. Does the power of a congressional subpoena hold any power? We're fixing to find out. And if it fails to do so, it is going to change Congress, and it's going to change this nation forever. You know, it was George Washington who said that he feared that the democracy would founder on the rocks of extreme partisanship. And that's what we're at. The Republicans are refusing to stand up and hold an illicit criminal president accountable for his crimes. And Steve Bannon, I imagine, is sitting at home flipping the bird at the TV every time he's mentioned because he don't give a shit. Thinks he's got some kind of executive privilege shit going on. He ain't got squat. He ain't got squat. This vote was about the subpoena itself, the subpoena power itself. If Steve Bannon is not held to account, is not arrested for this, after proper procedures are followed, then it demonstrates that Congress has no power, and from now on, anybody who gets a congressional subpoena can toss it over in the circular file because, hey, who gives a shit? I'm not paying attention to it. I don't have to go do anything. If Steve Bannon has some kind of privilege that he wants to evoke, he does it in front of Congress when he's asked a question. You can't just sit back and go, I ain't going. I don't have to go. Bullshit. Bullshit. This whole nation is sitting here wondering exactly what kind of power our judicial system has. Are the rich and powerful just immune to the laws? Is somebody above the law? According to our Constitution, nobody is above the law. That we are all held account for what we do. That's what this is all about. And if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't have any authority, then this will forever change how our government operates. If they can't enforce a subpoena, their investigative, their legislative powers are just about gone. It will be a court that just will be manipulated by politics. And the Republicans don't have a problem with that, baby. They're all in on this shit. 9. Only 9 Republicans stood up and did the right thing. Because, again, this is not about a question about what the questions will be. This is, does he have to appear under a subpoena? He can claim executive privilege. We can all get a chuckle when he does that. He can take the Fifth Amendment, whatever. But it does not mean that you just don't show up. I ain't going. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. Well, this is the test, baby. Indeed. Our country is going to find out. Anyway. Aussie Dave, how are you, brother?
I'm fine, thanks, mate.
How's things down under?
Fine. We're sort of on top of our COVID, and our numbers are still disappointing. But in saying that, our vaccination rates are very good, and
good.
We're above. We're up getting towards the 85%, 90% mark, and we're still pushing it, and we're not getting much resistance here. The ones that do resist and are getting out there and being idiots in the street are being arrested, and fined up to $5,000 generally, or jailed. So we're not copying this shit. But you know, there's one thing I want to say here to America.
Go ahead. Go for it.
History. If Garland fouls you guys, see, I'm concerned about Garland. He's talking a bit soft and saying, "Oh, look at the facts when they're put on me about Bannon," and it's sideways talking, not positive talking. But history is on your side. See, history will indict these arseholes, no matter what happens. History will indict them, and all their enablers. And this is what's going to.
Liz Cheney pointed that out to them today, that history is going to record them today, all these congressmen in there. As far as I saw Merrick Garland, he was in the Senate today, and he was pushed on this. He was pushed on, this Bannon thing. And I have to say, well, I believe he answered it properly, because if he had said anything more, like, yes, we're gonna arrest him, we're gonna get him. He hasn't seen the case yet. The case just got presented to the Department of Justice at 5:30 today. Anything before that, it would be prejudicial for him to say, in public especially, that he has a preconceived notion of what he's going to do. The Republicans would jump all over that. I'm giving Merrick Garland the benefit that he knows what he's doing. He's an honest man. But he's going to cross the T's, dot the I's, and check all the, commas and everything before he does anything, because he doesn't want to tarnish his name.
I'm waiting to see.
I am too.
I'm just worried that he's maybe a little bit not political, but worried that whatever happens or whatever goes down may create violence in America. I think he's scared of that violence reaction, or whether his heart's in the right place. But the man's broken the law. You and I do this shit, we're gone.
We're in jail.
We're history.
Yeah,
we're gone.
beyond jail.
Now, I'm looking forward to seeing Trump's new truth site. You don't tweet at him.
Yes.
You truth.
Truth social, baby. Truth social.
If you bag the Republicans, you're gone.
Yeah.
It's so Nazi. Yeah. It's what America would be.
For those that
Trump
don't know,
president again.
It's Donald Trump's new social media company will be called Truth Social, and the little statements are not tweets; they're truths. So when you write on there, they're truths. Doesn't matter what you say, I guess it's the truth, because this is the Truth Social Network. And anybody want to take bets on how long this is going to last? This is, he's trying to, he's trying to come back from his ban from Twitter. He lost Twitter. His thumbs are just, they got nothing to do nowadays. He tries to stick one up his ass and with his mouth.
How far will his ego take him?
All the way, baby.
A man's ego.
He's not spending his money.
So strong. No.
He's not spending his money. He's spending them other people's money. Why not play with it? Shit, they could just go out and have a grand old time with it.
Whatever from Sky News. Sorry, John, but I've got to get this out before you carry on. Sky News of Australia have been putting out some pretty bad shit about Biden. Well, it's not the feeling of Australia. It's the feeling of the Sky News network and their directors. They've been bagging Biden the last 24 hours, saying he's a slow, doting man and he's got mental issues. Guys, Australia does not feel that way. Sky News, Australia, are a bunch of arseholes. They are
the Fox News of Australia, aren't they?
They are part of Fox News Network, yes.
Yeah, they're part of Fox News, and that's what they're doing. And
someone contacted me. Someone contacted me and said, David, we actually a conversation I was having with someone in the Blue Room that their relative had heard that Australia was bagging Biden. Well, it was Sky News, so it's not Australia.
Turn into Fox News, you'll hear Americans bashing Americans. What's the shit?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. Anyway, let's go ahead and get Johnny Fly in the room here with us. Johnny Fly up in Pennsylvania. How's everything going up there, brother?
Oh, pretty good, sir. We had a nice warm day today.
Nice warm day. Just wait a few days. It's going to change. ain't it?
I know. Don't
It's going
remind
to
me. I
change.
saw
It's
the
going to change.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're knee deep in snow and freezing your ass off.
Well, wait till your turn comes again when you get 50.
Yeah,
Single digit.
when we get down to 30 again, it's going to be a disaster again. I'm telling you.
Hey,
That's why I
went up
live
to-
where I live. I love the sand and sea, brother.
Well, I went up
I'm
to.
allergic to cold.
I'm going to see how good the sand and sea is down in Texas because I went up today to make my flight reservations. I'm going tomorrow to confirm them.
Oh, really? You're going to make it?
I'm going to. Yes, I'm going to be there for 3
Outstanding,
days.
brother.
Are you going to be there for 3 days?
I
too?
am
hope
going to
so,
be
'cause
there.
I'm
I'll be getting there Friday. We'll be there Friday
So will I.
afternoon, evening. We'll be there Saturday night, and then we'll be leaving sometime Sunday, probably later in the day.
Well, I'll be leaving
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Oh, you get to sit there and party one more night.
Yeah.
Ah, I see how it is. Okay.
Well, see, I did that because I thought you were going to be there too for Monday, but I guess not.
Yeah. No, I got.
Well, you know
commitments.
what? Too, it's going to be cheaper for me to go and stay for 3 nights as far as the airline tickets.
I think there might be
If I-
a few Blue Dots that will not be flying out until Monday.
For Monday.
Yes, so they'll
Yeah.
be.
Well, it's cheaper for me with the airline ticket. If I was originally only going to stay for 2, and then she said, "Oh, it'll be over $500," I said, "No, I'm not paying that much."
Yeah, I ain't worth that much.
So, no, but
I'm not
an extra day. Well, you are, but
No, I'm not. I appreciate it. You saying no, Johnny Fly. Well, hell, that just the list gets bigger. We're going to have a turnout in November. Sparky Dunk, how are
I'm
you?
looking for.
I'm looking forward to it too, bub. Big time.
All right.
I heard from Mitch Goldstein. He's making it. Miss Linda's going to be there. Diana Mallory's going to be there. Terry and Richard are going to be there. Jorge and Nan are going to, it's
Hey,
going to
John,
be.
you just have to.
We're going to have a party.
make sure that you have to make sure Diana Mallory does not rate me.
I'll do my best, buddy. Yes, I'll do my best. Anyway, Sparky Dunk, how are you doing?
I'm sitting here waiting for it to rain again.
Is it going to rain again? Outstanding, brother.
Well, it was raining this morning, and then it just held off, and now it looks like it's supposed to rain heavy tonight.
Well, good. Y'all need it.
But anyway,
Soak it
I was
up.
going to tell you about. I went in for my booster shot yesterday,
Yeah?
and the 2 ladies there. She looks at my card and she goes, "You're 2 days early."
Oh, give me a freaking break. Really? You're
Yeah,
2 days
I have
early.
to I have to go back next Wednesday.
Are they doing it
It has.
down to the minute?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What time of day did you
It
get?
has to be 6 months. Well, I get the same appointment. She already put me in for the next week.
Right.
But she says they won't let us do it. We're not supposed to do it because we have to date everything and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They'll catch us.
It was the advisors, the FDA or whatever it is, or the CDC advisors recommended the 6-month deal, and now
Yeah.
all it has to be is final approval by the CDC, I guess, or the health. One of them still has to get
Well,
final
they're both
approval, which is
approved.
it's just paperwork. And as soon as they sign that, bingo.
But that place I go, the community center,
Right.
they do Pfizer on Wednesdays and then do Moderna on Thursdays. Because when they first started giving the shots, they were giving people Moderna vaccines.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got the Moderna. I'm going to be getting mine at my local CVS that just hands them out like popcorn. They'll pop anybody that goes in there. Hell, the other day I went in there and got 3 shots. But I'm happy I got them. I got my flu shot, my pneumonia shot, and my first shingles shot, which I am tickled to death to get.
That's awesome.
Don't want that
Just-
shit again.
Just look at your card and make sure the date is,
Yeah.
is 6
I
months.
know it was in April. We got our second shot in April. So
Well, I got
I'm
mine
that.
on April 22nd, so
You know, I'm
that's
thinking.
why she said I was.
I'm thinking
2
me and
days
you
early.
got it pretty much about the same time.
I think you got it before me.
Did I?
Just check the
Yeah,
card.
I'll check my card. It's in my wallet, which ain't in my
Yeah,
butt right
don't
now.
forget.
Hey.
Don't forget your card. I went,
Yeah.
I went,
Oh, no.
went into town.
Are you shitting me?
And I went,
Oh,
went
no.
by the bank, and then I was thinking, and I got in the car and I go, shit!
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot
no,
my
no, no. That's the
vaccination
first thing
card.
they show me the papers, old man.
No,
You know.
you got yours on
Well, I-
420. I remember that now because I got mine.
I did.
On
I did. Thank you.
422. So
Thank
there's
you.
your
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Well,
that's right. I did get mine on
John.
420.
John,
Coincidentally.
I'm gonna be getting
What?
I was gonna say I'm getting my booster shot on the 29th, so
There you go.
because
Good.
yeah, so then I'll be set again.
I should have my
Hopefully-
booster before we head to San Antonio.
Yeah,
I should have my booster
I'm
by
getting
then.
mine on the 29th at 5 in the afternoon. Then I gotta hurry up and run to a football game.
Hey, I want to thank Brian Bell. Brian Bell, who just followed us on Facebook, baby. We appreciate
Wait, is
that.
that what that is?
That's what that is. I just so you know.
I
Brian
saw the
Bell right there.
graphics and I'm like, I didn't put a zombie running around. What? Where is that from? If we got
Zombie.
if we got
I didn't see the
notification,
zombie.
yeah, it was a
What
little
zombie?
zombie running. So looks like something
shit?
got messed with. No idea why.
Hey.
Got zombies
zombie?
though.
Hey, Travis, it's Halloween season. You're gonna see a lot of zombies running around.
Fair
Hell,
enough.
look at Donald Trump. He is on.
Really, Aaron? I didn't see the. Aaron
Fair
says
enough.
I could have seen the. I didn't see the zombie. I protest. Speaking of Aaron, guess what? Aaron is running for town council up in Monroe, New York, and that is her. I like her artwork. That is her artwork, and that's her Facebook account and her Actor Blue account. So whether it be emotional support or financial support, that's where you can help Aaron. And believe me, a little bit of encouragement goes a whole long way. So if you want to just pop in on her Facebook page and tell Aaron, run, Aaron, run. She's doing a great job. Anyway, where was
Hey,
I?
Smithy's in the room.
Who's in the room? Hey, SC,
SC Smith.
that guy.
Hello, everybody.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
that guy.
SC?
That guy.
Hey, I see.
Haven't had you
How's
in
everybody?
a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while, but I'm
I
here
forgot
now.
what
so-
he sounded like.
Yeah. Are you shitting me?
Well, here I am now.
There
How's
you are.
everybody doing?
We're all doing fine. SC,
Alright.
how's everything in Florida, my friend?
Oh, they're going good. They're going good. I've been dealing with a little soreness for a couple of days, but I'm getting over it,
Oh, good.
and everything's good. I get ready to jump in at the beginning of the show, and then I had to dip out and go run a quick errand that I forgot about. So I got back, and here I am.
Outstanding. Well,
I-
we're
I
glad
mean,
you did.
But
I see
said I
they
won't get
finally
on
found
tonight.
that guy that was looking for down in Florida.
Oh,
or
yeah.
parts of him, evidently.
Yeah.
Brian Laundry.
Yeah, they said they
It is him,
identified
is
him by dental records.
Yeah, it was
Is
him.
how they identified
yeah,
him.
it was him.
So
They were suggesting in Australia that he was such a low life that he may have grabbed some poor guy, and saying all sorts of things like
Well-
the body was burnt and couldn't be identified, and he was trying to put the cops off the trail, but it was definitely him. You say?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what the news says is they
That's what the
identified him. By,
FBI said.
yeah, the FBI has said it's by dental records, which before he was found and they were searching, I had made the comment to my wife is if they just find a little bit like a finger, don't come telling me that's him, because
Yeah.
given the option if you want to go to jail or death penalty for the rest, would you cut off a finger for the snap and throw it out there in the woods and let them say, oh, look at there, alligator got his ass. So no, dental
Yeah, but no, in our
records,
luck,
dental records, yeah.
no, in our luck, an animal will come and eat the fucking thing, and you have to throw another one out there. Another animal eat
Yeah,
it,
but I'd
throw
squirt
another
my
one
blood
out
all
there.
over the place first. And chop off finger, get all that blood going, just squirt it all over the damn place. Are you shitting me? I've seen CSI. You
Yeah,
got,
but they
Speaking
never
of
said
blood.
if any animal ever chewed on him or anything.
well, right now,
Well,
me and Marcia are in the middle of, and I say the middle of because this thing is lasting forever. It's on Netflix, and it's called The Making of a Murderer. Making of a Murderer.
Don't look at me when you say that,
No,
John.
no, I hope not. Because this is a case up in Wisconsin, and now I don't know the end. I don't know the end because we refuse to jump up there and see, because it's a series. And in a nutshell, this guy goes to prison for rape, brutal rape, He's in prison for 18 years before DNA evidence finally proves it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Yeah,
So they go back and they look at the case, and in the process of this guy getting out of prison, of course, senators, congressmen, politicians, governors, everybody's praising, look at this poor guy, he's in prison. And they passed a bill through the Wisconsin House with his name on it, you know, and he's suing the sheriff. He's getting a big settlement until I could go on with this because it boils down to another murder that happens. This guy owned a big property, a big business, auto parts, so it's a junkyard anyway. A murder happens, and evidence is found on his property, and right now it highly leaning towards, hey, wait a minute, how come every bit of evidence found in this case has been found by one cop, not by the sheriff's? Everybody looking, and there's only one guy always coming up with, oh, look here what I found. Yeah, it's looking mighty suspicious.
You know, it's funny, John, because back in like 2006, we had a young lady here in town. She went missing. They still don't know what happened to her.
Right.
But this is back in 2006, and so they just did last week on the local news. They did update on her and stuff like this. They got a new person of interest, and they think this is the guy that they need to be, talking with. But at the time, her exchange, her husband was like a suspect. And, and I'm looking at all this new, video showing up. This guy looks familiar,
Yeah.
And he's not a suspect no more. They ruled him out. He's been ruled out for years. But I'm like, this guy looks familiar. I know this guy. I see him all the time. And a little while ago, I was in the damn grocery store walking around, and he was one of the guys in the grocery store working. I'm like, I knew I recognized him, but I felt so bad because this guy and this girl's family have went through all kinds of bad shit, and I just wanted to say, man, I feel so bad for you, but I didn't. I'm like, that's where I know this guy.
This show
all the time.
It is really. It's pointing towards the cops framed this guy, because of the result of the first case, 18 years in prison, he gets out, and the investigation into the investigation points to, well, the cops kind of said, well, this guy did it, and there you go, he's guilty, throw his ass away. They did not pursue anybody else, and he's kept his, cry up for innocence this whole time. Here's the kicker that got me, is they found this person's car that was murdered. They found her car on his property, covered up in the back lot of 40 acres of junk cars. Lots of ways that car could have gotten into the property. There's lots of routes in. Anyway, there's blood stain in the car. It belongs to the suspect that we're saying did it. And now this threw a wrench. Now the guy's blood is in the car. How'd it get there? And he's claiming up and down, ain't been in the car. Well, the idea came up, or somebody was going through the evidence of the case from 18 years ago, and they noticed that part of the evidence 18 years ago was a vial of this guy's blood. And it was saved and put into evidence and the whole thing. Well, we want to see that vial of blood, because the lawyers were thinking, well, where could anybody get his blood? Well, on camera, mind you, they pulled this evidence box out, and right immediately you can tell it's been opened, and it's been resealed with cellophane tape over the seal. And I mean, the prosecution's there, the defense, everybody's there, judge, everybody. And oh shit, this has been tampered with. And so they proceed to open it up and open the package, and sure enough, shit, there's a vial of blood. But then they look at the top of the vial, and it has a hole in it from a needle. That's not supposed to be there. And lo and behold, who is the person that last handled this thing? Well, it's the officer out there that's finding all this evidence and that evidence. And oh, look here, there's blood in the car. Really? So, but if anybody knows, don't tell me the ending of it, because I don't know yet.
Can I broach
Yeah,
the
let's get
subject
off
here?
the movie show.
Okay. Have you seen the latest reporting about the Manchin family, the Joe Manchin family? His daughter was appeared before a committee. I think it was last week, and one of the questions was put to her was, "What was your earnings for the last financial year?" $18 million.
Yeah. Go figure.
She's famous. She joined a company, and she turned those EpiPens. The price she bumped up.
Yep.
460% and she was
Making that
awarded
money,
with a
baby.
670% pay rise for it.
Joe
That's the
Manchin.
Manchin.
We believe in
Is
free
a Democrat,
enterprise.
and his freaking state has got the lowest ranking on healthcare, infrastructure.
It's a poor state. It's a poor state, which begs the question: why is it this infrastructure bill, the human infrastructure bill that we're talking about? Like we've been saying, this lifts up everybody. This lifts up everybody, and so why would Joe Manchin fight so hard against it? I'm sorry.
His freaking coal trucks destroy the infrastructure.
Well, his whole state. Oh, I remember where I was going with this. They're a poor state. They're just like Mississippi and Alabama, who scream so much about socialism, that taking over the country and the liberals want all this benefit. Are you shitting me? These are the states. If you go to look at income, inflow, outflow shit, the charts. What states supply most of the federal government with money and what states take more of the government? Guess what? States like West Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi, these are the takers, baby. Georgia, these are the takers. They're not contributing to the national revenue as much as they're taking out of the national revenue. So they're already in that area of need. You could tell the people of West Virginia, Alabama, and so, these people are poor. They need the relief that this bill is offering. And if the Democrats, I think we're now at 1.7, 1.9 trillion. Pick a freaking number. Oh, it's 1.9. Let's go. Let's get something on the books here. Let's get some relief, what we can right now. And let's get after the rest of it right after. What?
Hey, John,
Yes.
do you think Manchin really cares for his people in the state? He's worried about the coal industry, I guess, and all the proceeds from that. He doesn't want. Why do you think he has such a hard time with the clean energy bill? Oh my God!
Well, how can he be sitting on the coal regulation committee when he's a part owner of a coal company? That's a conflict.
He called it
itself.
today.
I don't know.
Joe Manchin flipped the finger in the face of the Democratic Party today. I think it was, but it wasn't yesterday, and said he just switched to being an independent.
Yeah.
He would leave the Democratic Party and just become an independent. Why don't you just come out, Joe? You're a closet Republican. We all know it.
Yeah, really.
This bullshit of drawing a line on corporate taxation. Really, Joe? That's where that's the hill that you plant your flag. Is that Christine Sinema down in Arizona? She don't like this, this deal with the drug pharmacies here. They make a lot of money, and I don't know.
John, she doesn't want to see the corporations pay higher tax. So money why? What the hell that's
because they're bought and paid for by they're corporate Democrats. That's what they used to call them, corporate Democrats. That's who they are. They're not necessarily a liberal Democrat looking to seek the betterment of American society. They're there to protect the corporations so they can A, remain in office, and B, get a big yacht that says almost heaven.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's what it's about.
If they screw this up now, John, and the Democrats lose like next year and in 2024, we might as well get used to being under a dictatorship for a long time.
Hey, if we screw this up, we're in big trouble. You think Joe Manchin's wife? Are you look at who's that? Mitch McConnell's wife. A little what do they call that? I'm sorry. Where you get your family on at the job. Nepotism. Talk about a little nepotism on a grand scale, baby. These are not little jobs here, baby. These are $1 million jobs with $1 million deals, $1 billion deals and stuff like that. You
there's
want to
one
know
big
how all of
message
it works behind the scenes? It ain't nice, man. Politics. You don't
There's a
want to look.
big
It's like
message here,
sausage. You
John.
don't want to look while it's being made there. It's nasty. Tastes great, but
There's,
looks good on TV. But
there's a big message, mate.
what?
There's a big message here. Look, it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Right.
A lot of the Republican argument is that it's entitlements. How dare the average person ask for entitlements or improvements in their life? Well, it's called progress. I mean, back in the 1850s, they never had washing machines, they
Thank
never
you.
had Social Security, never any of that shit, right?
Right.
But now, you pay taxes, you fund programs to improve your life. Now,
Indeed.
does this mean that only the wealthy or the elite can have improvements because they got money, but the people that pay for those and have them don't have an entitlement to have them? This is the message here. If you got money, you're entitled to improvement in your life.
If
Fucking just sit
if
there and
you
cop it.
have money, and we're talking about money, and then let me, Dak Patterson of the, I think that's Dak anyway, quarterback for Dallas Cowboys. He's rich, got some money, man. Right? No, he's not rich. The person that pays him, he's rich. There's a difference between rich and wealthy. Wealthy is what we see in Dubai. People that have enough money that buy yachts made of gold. I don't know. Go ask Betsy DeVos and that group. They are the entitlement class. They are entitled to the life of luxury without any thought of common society. Are you shitting me? You think Betsy DeVos is sitting on her yacht over in Monaco thinking about your ass and the education of your child? I don't think so. I just don't. You know, that's the world of politics and massive money. Joe Manchin sitting on that big old yacht on a lake. Almost heaven, baby. You're right. It is an entitlement society, Joe, and he's part of it.
It's on the river, John.
It's on a river. I'm sorry. He can put up and down the river and show everybody on both sides, look at my big ass freaking boat, while he puts past poor people. That's entitlement class, baby. And yet they
Yes.
stand up and fight against what is, if you ask me, I think
What you work
American
for.
people are entitled to a basic income. Give it to them in cash, because your ass can't be relied upon to put up housing, to make sure that the homeless get a place to sleep, that people are fed, that they're not going hungry, that there's not disease and petulance running through our society, all of that shit. Anyway, I'm on a high horse. What?
I love working you up, mate. I love working you up.
Thank you.
It's
Ain't
excellent.
much. Wait. I got to catch up, because
That makes
9
cool.
minutes ago, Jason Milton came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Jason, very much. He said, John, what you and Bernadette think about the Manchin allegedly saying that he was going to leave the Democratic Party. He is a fake Dem, only listens to corporations. Wow. That's probably what got in my head a minute ago. Exactly that.
Yeah, but he said yesterday it was bullshit.
What? That him leaving
That
the
he was
party?
going to leave the party.
Yeah? Well, we'll
He
see.
said it, they had an interview
I thought I
while I was walking on down the
I
street.
thought I saw the
yesterday.
interview in the
I've seen
hallway.
that.
I'd have to
I've
rewind
seen
my
the same
memory.
one, Sparky. He's denying that he said that, and
Well, of course he would.
once again, it's the same bullshit that you can expect from these bastards.
Exactly. This is the part to where and they rely on this. They rely on you getting all, I'm pissed on this shit. You can't keep up with it. Whatever. That's the attitude they want you to take, because it seems to me that we hear a whole lot of very articulate, well-sounding, heartfelt bullshit. Okay, we know it's bullshit because we heard it last year. Same song and dance, just tweak the tune a little bit. And it
Hey,
seems
John?
like times that we're going in circles, and it's intentional. Yes, Johnny
Hey,
Fly.
John, I just noticed you'll never guess
What?
who's waiting with their hand up. Maybe
Oh.
you might want to try to bring him in.
Wait,
Ra-
Travis is down here. Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say Randy Kervins has his hand up. That'd be nice if we could get him in the room.
Well, let me hold on. Hold on.
All right.
While you're trying to do that, what do you guys think about the fact that Donny's under another investigation about this Worcestershire golf course he's got? Apparently he's running around. Well, he's getting loans against it. Yeah, well, he's getting loans against it and saying it's valued at $50 million, but on his taxation, he's declared it as being worth 1.6.
What are we talking about? Wait a minute. I was distracted momentarily.
Trump.
It's
Trump's
worth
golf
what?
course.
Westchester Golf Course, he says worth $50 million.
Yes.
And he's now saying on taxation it's worth 1.6. Hello, there's a difference of 40.
Typical,
$49
Hey,
million
that's-
there.
typical Trump. Typical Trump.
Randy will have to accept his invitation, John.
Yes, Randy. I think that's how it
takes
works.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a delay.
And
in there.
also another GOP senator, Senator Fortenberry, he's been indicted for campaign finance laws.
Yes, is that the other
Congressman
congressman? Yes,
from Nebraska.
that's the guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
GOP. That seems to be in all those indictments. GOP.
yeah.
Yep.
Grand theft party.
That's normal for
Curtis
them,
Wood came in with $2 and said, "May as well put a MAGA hat on Manchin." Indeed. Thank you very much, Curtis. We appreciate it tremendously. Yeah. Manchin and Sinema, man. What do? You got two senators that are holding up major legislation, major progress for this country.
Employment.
And one of them we know is
Employment.
because of corporate and climate. Corporate and climate. Don't like them corporate taxes and don't like them climate changes. Joe Manchin is heavily against the anything to do with the carbon tax or anything like that. No. That's his business. Sinema is a little harder to peg down on what exactly it is that she's objecting to, besides the corporate tax rate. So.
Obstruction for obstruction's sake.
Yeah, but see,
That's
she
what it
doesn't
is.
come back. She doesn't come up for another vote until 2024. She ain't going nowhere. She's confident in her position. You know, she's a senator from the state of Arizona, and she will be until 2024. So she's probably banking that between now and 2024, she'll be able to paint this a different way. She'll be able to wiggle her way out of this, out of being an obstructive person in this whole opportunity to make significant change. Can you imagine?
Did you see
do you
where
think what's his name? Roosevelt went through all this shit when the Grand Old Deal came out, the Grand New Deal came out, and Social Security, all that stuff.
No.
Yes, there was. Yes,
So
there
I guess
Was it really?
now I might be a little behind, but I seen something where it says D.C. U.S. Attorney has received and accepted the Bannon criminal contempt referral.
Yes, it was delivered.
I knew they voted. I knew they voted on it.
Oh yes, no, yeah. I talked about it on the opening rant at 5:30 this evening, Eastern Standard Time. It was handed over from Nancy Pelosi's office to the U.S. Attorney's office in Washington, and it is now in the hands of the Department of Justice. So, from the vote till 5:30, it was already in DOJ's hands. So yeah, they got it over there real quick right after the vote. So now,
Well, there can be no justice without consequences, and if they're going to ignore subpoenas without consequences, then there'll never be any.
that is what I consider to be the issue right now. Let's forget about what he is being subpoenaed for. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ping pong balls, whatever. Doesn't have to be about January 6th. It's the fact that Congress has issued a subpoena, and an individual citizen has said, piss up a rope, I ain't coming. That's it, basically. He can claim every kind of whatever privilege that he wants, but it is not. It does not escape from the actual. You want to claim executive privilege? Well, when you're asked the question, well, I claim executive privilege, but you can't sit there and deny a subpoena when you're called. So now it is the issue of the power of that subpoena. That's what this issue is about.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Our buddy is now in the room.
Wait a minute, Randy.
Hey, John.
How in the hell are you doing?
Hello, family. I'm doing great.
Hello.
Doing pretty good. I took all day for me to set this up, but now I know probably not to log out, and I won't have so much trouble getting here.
Yeah, the Discord here can give us a little trouble sometimes. Oh shit! I just stretched I went where no shoulder should go. Anyway.
Uh-oh.
What's a little pain? Yeah, that's what I
I
always try to tell
basically just
myself.
wanted to
What's a little pain?
touch bases with all of you, and
Well, Randy,
thank you for
how's
everything you do?
to say the least, brother, I appreciate what you do. This is not easy. This is not easy every day when you get out there and try to say something and it's a rough. So yes, I truly appreciate your voice, Randy. And if y'all don't know, go by and check him out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I just want to tell people that we've got 428 members now with the Facebook, Rant and Randy's True
Outstanding.
Patriots group. And
Outstanding.
we've got 254 subscribers. Seems like we pick one up all the time,
Well.
at least one a show on the YouTube channel. So
And
Hey, Randy. I try to advertise for you on the side when I can.
well, I appreciate that, John.
yeah, if
You're
you have
welcome.
not checked out Rant and Randy's Rant, you say the YouTube channel. It's Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group.
Right.
Yes. That's the title of it, the True Patriots group, or is it Rant and Randy's True Patriots group?
Oh, it's Rant and Randy's, the True Patriot group for both of them now.
Okay.
A month ago, I changed it, from Rant and Randy's Rant,
Right.
so that both locations will be the
Would
same.
reflect.
And
Right. Well, outstanding, brother. So yeah, if you have not checked out Rant and Randy, go check him out because he gives his opinion every damn day, just like we all do. So please go by there.
I like John when he really smacks that Donnie doll.
Oh
Does he
yeah, it's
still
Donnie
have
doll.
it?
Yeah, I've seen Rant and Randy take that doll out and whack the shit out of it. I have one too. Yep. As a matter of fact, I got video of my dog
Good for
grabbing
the
it by the
blood
nuts.
pressure.
Appropriate. But he's still
Hey,
in
can
good
I
shape.
just do a bit of trivia here, guys?
Go for it.
The first welfare line, the very first welfare line. Anyone know?
Where? What?
Well, it was the African American out to the white people, whoever they were, Mayflower. In the winter, they weren't prepared for winter, and the African Americans had to. The white people survived. Did. White people lined up from the black people. That was your first war time.
David,
In
you're,
Australia?
you're breaking up real bad. I'm getting about every other word of that story, and I'm scratching my head going, what?
Okay.
What happened? Where's Dave?
Maybe he jumped out and tried to jump back in. I tell you what, John, between your shirt, because I'm watching YouTube, between your shirt and all the birds in Dave's background, this
Feeling a
quite
little
out
tropical,
here,
are you there, SC? Ain't
Just
that
a little tropical.
That's a nice shirt right there.
I don't have my browser open,
Ready.
John. What are you wearing tonight?
It's a Hawaiian shirt, Hawaiian sunset. As my son would say, if you look at, what's that, Grand Theft Auto?
Oh yeah, Vice City.
Vice City. It kind of
Do you
looks
remember
like
Hawaii?
that cover. If you know what game, I don't know what game it is, but that's what they.
Do you remember
No.
Hawaii 5-0, John?
Huh?
Do you remember Hawaii 5-0? Yeah, something like that.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'd support that shirt. That's a good shirt. I like that shirt.
I'll let Tyler know. It's my son's shirt. I said, hey, let me wear one of your, because he's gotten some cool shirts here lately. Oh, I want to wear one of your
Hello.
cool shirts.
Hey, hello.
Dave,
This is one
Dave.
of them.
Oh, you can hear. Sorry, guys. I've just thank you, Travis, for bringing back in. If you didn't hear the story, let me go through it quickly. The first welfare line was no one knew. Did you hear that part?
I heard the first welfare line
Yes.
in Mayflower.
Yeah. Well, the first welfare line was the blacks handing out food to the whites.
Oh, yes, Native
did-
American. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that was the first welfare line.
Yep. These
So,
poor
they weren't
settlers
prepared
coming
for
in on their
winter.
boat are starving. Let
Yep.
us help them. Yeah, indeed.
Now,
And then we
yeah,
turned around and killed them.
indigenous people of the United States that were here before all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and look
which
what the
always
facts
makes
say,
you
John.
wonder, what do you mean he discovered America? Were there people there when he got there? Yeah. Well, then he didn't discover shit. He just translated it
over.
to your language, Hey, there's some people over there. No
Hey,
shit.
John,
Huh.
what did they get in return? They got new diseases that they never had existed
They got,
before there.
they were treated like what they called them at the time, savages.
Yeah.
So they treated them like such. Anyway,
And
let
they
me
got
get
sick,
this.
too.
Oh, baby, there is no shortage of sins that this country has committed on its way here. If Bernadette was here, she'd be the first one to jump in and remind you of
Oh,
who
I know she would.
built this country. And this little shit going on here in Texas, it shows you what the Republican Party is desperately trying to do. More than half of this state, white people in this state make up about 40%. The other are all non-white. All right. There are 28 districts now controlled by completely white majority. There are now 7. There were 8. There are now 7 that are Hispanic controlled. And they went from 1 black to 0 on black districts controlled.
This
None.
could be challenged, can't it?
We only had 1 anyway. We only had 1 district that was predominantly a black district, and we just got rid of it. Tell me the Republicans are not trying to do one thing: hold on to their slim ass white majority and hold on to power. That's it. Whatever they got to do that. You ought to see the new map, baby. Some of them are only 28 streets wide.
I saw, hey, John,
28
I saw it on
streets wide. That's it. Just go in
CNN.
there and get this little neighborhood right here of Republicans.
Yeah.
There you go. Are
Yeah,
you
CNN
shitting
was
me?
showing how they're doing. What are they, gerrymandering?
Yes.
Or redistricting? Yeah,
It's
gerrymandering.
redistricting, but that's what it is. It's gerrymandering. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They draw the
they're
Can this be
lines.
challenged?
They draw
Can
the
this be
lines.
challenged?
They get to pick the politicians instead of the voters. That's the way
Can
it
this
goes
be
down here.
challenged in court?
Yeah.
Can it
The
be
politicians
challenged in
pick
court? I
their
don't know.
voters.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
Yeah.
they-
Politicians pick their voters, not the other way around.
John, can it
Surely
be
the-
challenged in court?
Yes, it is being challenged in court now. There's already been one lawsuit filed I know of, and there's a list of others that are going to file suit against it because it is so blatant. Hell, my district looks like it's got an arm that reaches all the way up near Austin. Are you shitting me? Come on. How obvious do you have to be that you're really trying to stretch that map? You just want to get as many Republicans, majority white, just about in to dilute whatever Hispanic or black vote you have in that district, in that area.
You know what, John?
What?
I would not. It's like we're going backwards to the 1950s and 60s again.
It is a new era of Jim Crow. It's just a different way of getting
Yeah.
there. Anyway, let me catch up real quick because Michael Johnson came in with $5 and said, 1954, Puerto Ricans fired weapons into the Capitol and received life. In 1954, Puerto Ricans fired weapons into the Capitol and received life. January 6th, insurrectionists should receive similar. Fuck Trump. Indeed, Michael Johnson, indeed.
agree.
And Lady Freedom Rocks came in with $5 and said, keep on rocking in the free world, Blue Dots. Lady Freedom out. Lady Freedom, thank you very much, and to all. the ships at sea. Thank you, Lady Freedom, baby. We appreciate that. And Michael Johnson also. Thank you. Where's my thing?
You know that the scientists, doctors, educated people, all those sorts of people read a lot of books and many books and write big documents on their subject, and still say after all that there's more to learn. But these GOP people barely read one book. And we know what book that is.
Yeah.
And they say they know everything.
Everything. Are you shitting me? I'm waiting to see what Michael Cloud, my congressman, how did he vote today? I'm waiting to go look, but I don't have to. I know he voted no. He voted not to advance this. He's not one of the 9 that stood up that had courage. Not my congressman. Are you shitting me? Michael Cloud would not do that. Because in my book, that man ain't got a spine in his back and he's a coward. And he wants to just shield himself from this because, it was obvious to me as a constituent of Michael Cloud, the day after the insurrection, January 7th, I believe it was, Michael Cloud terminated his Twitter account and said, follow, or didn't terminate, he just said his last tweet ever, follow me to Parler.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Are you?
I
Why don't you
remember that.
just hold up a big red flag that says I'm with Donnie no matter what? You don't support the Constitution. You're obeying a king, your Lord and Master, who you want to rule the world, or rule this part of the world anyway, and you're hoping to get some little tippence out of it. I don't know. I've lost confidence in my congressman ever since then. I have no respect for him. He's a. As far as he's part of the insurrection, baby. He's trying to cover his ass now. What?
John, you know how Donnie, when he was in office, how he tried to delay, and he didn't want any information out. Oh, let's delay things. Let's do this or sue that. Or
That's his
whatever.
way of life.
I was watching today a little bit. They were questioning the Attorney General, and they kept trying to interrupt the proceedings, like between Jim Jordan and some congressman from Indiana.
Yeah.
He was like,
Was that the one with was that the one with Jamie Raskin?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was excellent. Jamie
Yeah,
Raskin was
Jamie
excellent.
Raskin was good. Who was that other?
Seen a couple of them. There's the one lady and there's the other guy.
Yeah, the lady.
I can't think of her name, but
I
I've
can't either.
seen Matt Gates, the Matt Gates investigation. The DOJ has added like two new top prosecutors from Washington to his case. So so we'll see how that turns out.
Tick,
That little,
tick, 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 tick.
I love watching Raskin and that little exchange between Raskin and Jordan and Gates yesterday.
Oh, that was
Raskin
good. That
proved
was
who he
good.
was during the impeachment.
Yeah.
I really.
Hey, John,
Yes, sir.
do you know who Candace Owens is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The name sounds distinctly familiar.
She's a
Candace Owens.
black lady. It's a maggot.
Okay, no.
Well, she has some podcast or show. She come on there, and she says we should invade Australia.
Come on
currently-
over.
Come on over, Dave South.
Currently, make no mistake, is a tyrannical police state. Its citizens are quite literally being imprisoned against their will. So when do we deploy?
Really?
Oh, what a little shit.
See,
Right.
Rossi, I knew
lot
you
of
had a
shit.
double life.
Dave,
know, we
blink twice
have,
if you need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one reply to that. In our jails, the number of our blacks compared to whites is the other way around as to your blacks compared to whites in jail.
Yeah.
The number of our senators and congressmen been indicted for offences wouldn't hit double digits compared to your triple digit figure in 5 years. There's no comparison. No,
Yeah.
we are not a police state, mate. We've got crooked cops. Every country has,
Yes.
by a word they have. And you have cops with political opinions. Every
Yes.
country does.
Yes.
But it's not
Yes.
not this 50-50 shit, you know. It's,
Oh Lord.
it's
I got
it's a
another
joke.
story.
They just weaponize everything they can weaponize. That's all they do.
I just found out that my current sheriff, was once an oath keeper. What? Yeah. My sheriff,
Well, was
when
he?
I call for help, hey, I need help, is an ex, he says ex, oath keeper.
Oh no.
Well,
That
gang,
just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, you feel
I'm so-
safe
yeah.
now, don't you?
Let me catch
well,
up.
gang, I just picked up another subscriber, Lady Freedom.
Oh,
Uh,
outstanding. You have a Lady Freedom Rocks, baby.
Oh yeah,
There
Lady
you go.
Freedom Rocks.
Outstanding.
And I just thought I'd back out of here. I've got to get ready for the Braves at the Dodgers tonight.
Oh,
They're
yeah. Sports ball.
3-1. So I'll see you guys later, and I guarantee you I will be back now that I'm able to get here.
There you go.
All right.
Randy Kervin, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you again, brother, for using your voice.
I wanted
All
to
right.
mention too, if he's listening as well, if he's interested, Joe Biden's going to be on 8 o'clock tonight on CNN answering questions.
Yeah,
So-
he's going to have
Oh,
he's got
got
a
it
town hall.
recorded.
There you go. All right, Randy,
Ladies-
thank you so much for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I tell you what,
Take
you know,
care, Randy.
I like this.
See you, Randy.
You know the governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey. She tweeted a thing earlier today. It was earlier today or yesterday. No, yes, yesterday. And it's like, we have permanently banned critical race theory in Alabama. We are focused on teaching our children how to read and write, not hate. And then this one guy replies, right, finally teaching kids in Alabama to read and write. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Boy, howdy shit. Let me catch up real
Did you
quick.
see?
Let me catch up, Dave. Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong, came in with a $5 donation and said, gerrymandering has got to go. It makes for the most embarrassing politicians. That is how Ohio got Jim Short's Jordan. Indeed. That's how we got Louis Gohmert, I think. Yeah, even an idiot can get elected. And our buddy Mitch Goldstein came in with $5 and said, see you in San Antonio. We are under tornado warning. Keep your fingers crossed. Buddy, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm just tickled to death that we're going to see you in San Antonio. I am so looking forward to that. Anyway, Catman56 came in with $3 and said the plantation owner, 1% ilk, are fighting to protect their power. It was subjection of the blacks. Now, in 2021, it's subjection of the American middle class. Indeed. Catman56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Go ahead, SC.
Yeah, Mitch, hang on, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
hang
what
on.
you're saying now.
Get in the
That's what
doorway,
you're
they
saying
say, or
now.
something. You know,
God
I
bless
don't
it,
know,
man.
man. I don't like that tornado shit. I don't like hurricanes, but at least I got a week to prepare for that shit.
Well,
Is
keep
it
it out in
coming this
Western
way?
Pennsylvania.
All right?
Well, keep it out in Western Pennsylvania, Mitch. That's all I have to say. I don't want to hit in here.
Man, we have to
I
worry about
I got more trivia.
what trivia?
Oh, well,
Wait, I'm good at this shit.
just
Wait a minute.
I just heard Bannon on AOL about how they researched their information. Did you know how Bannon and his plans to attack the Dems, how he got his campaign? They used to ghost Facebook and Twitter, find out what was conspiracy and what was running. Grab that, use that. They never researched. They just researched on Facebook.
They just got the information from Facebook. Whatever
Yes,
the people
and they
online
gra-
are saying. You know.
Yes, they
Well,
grabbed that and weaponized it.
Yes.
I think Facebook's changing their name. Ain't there some news about that going around?
Yes,
They're
they are.
changing their-
They are fixing to change their name. Nobody knows what it is yet. Something about a metaverse. Ain't that something about?
Yeah, it's something like. I mean, I don't know if that has anything to do with
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, they're changing the name to protect the guilty.
Yeah, I was about
So,
to say, I don't
yeah.
think it's more to protect.
Yeah, Facebook. No, we're not Facebook. That was that other company. Go chase them down. We're the new. Yeah, it's a shuffling on the. You know, where's the peanut? Where's the peanut under the street?
It's still
It's what we call
Zuckerberg.
in Australia.
Yeah, it's still
In
Zuckerberg.
Australia,
So.
we call it handballing.
Handballing.
Just handballing on. Yep, handballing it over the next guy.
Yeah.
Not my company anymore.
It's not mine. That was the other guy. This under new management.
Yep.
Well, weren't you the guy that was in charge last time? Yeah, but this new company hired me. So you know.
I'm sure Bill Maher have a new name for him Friday night on his show.
What he call it?
No, I'm just saying
he will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he will.
Oh yeah. All the comedians are gonna have a game with that. You know, instead of fixing what the problems are, let's just rebrand ourselves. You know, so
He's been copying a bit of flack lately. Bill Maher. He's been copying a bit of flack lately with the centrist. They're saying he's been a bit centre right in his attitude of late.
Well, Bill Maher.
He's not.
I think he is not as liberal as the far left is. No, Bill Maher, I think, lands somewhere close to the left of middle. You know, he still has some conservative thoughts. I don't always agree with what he says, but most of the time, he's talking about a subject that needs to be discussed. And he's been around a long time, caught a lot of flack for what he's done, because he does present a lot of people that people don't like on his show. You know, why are you letting that?
The best one though. The best one is Jon Stewart. I'm
glad you said that, because that's my thought too. I really miss that guy. That's how come I want to go search out this new show he's doing, The Problem with Jon Stewart, because I miss that man's commentary. I think
he was hanging out with that Capitol Police officer, Harry Dunn.
Yeah.
He was hanging out with him today.
Was he?
So he spent the day. Jon Stewart spent the day hanging out with that guy. So
I've seen two of his shows now. The first one dealt with the problem with freedom, and that went real well. And then the first one he did was the burn pits veterans, which I was glad to see that was actually his first show, was about the burn pits, because there are just hundreds of thousands of soldiers and airmen that slept every night in Iraq and Afghanistan next to burn pits. It was in the fucking air. It was all over the fucking place.
Elaborate on that?
Huh?
Can you elaborate for us that don't know about it in other countries?
Burn pits is where you get rid of everything from human waste to trash to hazardous waste, whatever the hell war produces. It goes into a big pile, and you burn it, and it's nasty ass shit. And
first
veterans,
you gotta dig the big hole.
Yeah, you gotta dig a big hole first. Yeah, big hole. Bulldozers. We're not talking about a shovel here. We're talking bulldozers, and you're burning everything the military waste is, which, believe me, is a lot.
Yep.
And it's very hazardous smoke, and veterans were exposed to that on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, go back and look at a lot of video from different bases around. You'll see black smoke going. That's it. That's a burn pit, baby. And that shit will cause cancer and other problems later on. And veterans are having to fight the VA to get it recognized as a serious problem. And thank the people like Jon Stewart and others that keep fighting for. I think the website is Burn Pits 360. Veterans who have suffered damage, neurological damage.
That's shocking.
Yes.
It's shocking.
Well, it's shocking.
The same thing had to happen.
It's not
on 9/11.
It's not surprising though. We support the troops. I've said it. Excuse me. We support the troops. I've said it since almost my first show. It's a bumper sticker. No, we don't. We support war. We support the defense contractors. Veterans, hey, get a job. Fall in line. What's wrong? You got a problem? Well, fix it and get out of here. That's what we do. That's what we do. To the people that we ask to go put everything they have on the line, and they willingly do so.
Yeah.
And then come home.
And then we, thank God, we got people like Wounded Warrior Project and other organizations.
Indeed.
No matter what their political views are, they're at least doing something more than the government is to help these people.
It's sad when civilian organizations have to step up and do the things that the government should be doing with that great big ass defense budget you just got. $800 billion, and we're worried about 1.9 trillion. Shit, we're going to burn that up no time with the Defense Department. Yeah. It's where you put your money. And yes, we got an $800 billion defense budget, and veterans that are suffering, homeless, or don't have the medical care, can't get it approved, and they're in this cycle of asking for approval all the time, begging for help.
You know what makes me sick is when I see in Australia, we see American shows. Actually, most of media content is. But when you see these detective shows or even cartoons, you see veterans in wheelchairs.
Sure, I've seen those in cartoons.
It's sickening. Is that real? I mean, it seems to be a common thing in America.
As a society, want to tell ourselves every day, and we do honor our veterans, but we don't live up to them the way we said we were going to do. Back during my time, guys were coming home from Vietnam, baby, getting off the fucking airplane. Welcome home. What? Welcome home. You were in a jungle yesterday, and today you're home. Welcome home, buddy. Because there's nobody there to fucking greet your ass. You weren't a fucking hero. You blended away. You tried to grow your hair out as quick as you fucking could. Wear a uniform? I don't think so.
Now, weren't they
That's the world
mistreated
that we
too,
came
John,
home to.
when they came in? Weren't they mistreated too?
Yes.
Like
A lot of them. A lot of them. Called baby killers and everything. Yeah.
I mean, they
Well, sorry, go on, Smithy.
No, I'm just saying these guys are getting off their airplanes, and by the time they got home, they didn't want to wear that uniform no more.
No.
I mean, there's stories,
You couldn't get out of that uniform fast enough.
It even goes down to my uncle.
Proud.
I mean, a lot of these guys, when they got off the planes, they were disrespected, really. And
that's how come a lot of times when veterans meet themselves from that era today,
and
first words that come out of their mouth is "Welcome home, brother."
And by the time they left the airport and got home, they had all that time to sit and think about what they just and it was.
Oh, my brother! I swear, my brother.
I mean,
oh man, my brother had a rough time with society. He didn't much like it. He would have just been happy going back to Vietnam and the boonies and in the bush. He was probably more alive there than he ever was ever since. It takes a toll.
What was the country's political?
What we ask.
What was the country politically?
Huh?
What were you politically when they come home, those soldiers? Were you a Democratic government or were you a Republican government?
At that time, politics was not in the vocabulary of people like my brother. And a lot of other veterans that came home, they were disappointed and disillusioned. But you have to guess no more so than those veterans now who have come home from Afghanistan and Iraq, and you look back and you go, well, that was fun. What happened?
Yeah, they've sort of come home to nothing.
You have to go there over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah,
you did your 1 year and done.
Yeah, one and done. A lot of
if you survive.
Yeah, that was the big thing because the death toll back then, the death count was a whole lot higher. We perfected the art of war a little bit better in protecting our troops, mostly because of medical services in the field, where we can treat the injured as fast as you can, which is key. Saved a lot of lives. In Vietnam, didn't have that. You're way out in the bush waiting for a helicopter.
Yeah, but they also found that there's money in making body armor.
Jeremy, I just heard your voice. Jeremy?
Yeah, I thought I'd share. I'd share a happy story with you guys to lighten the mood. Hint, it's not a happy story. So
what?
We had. So I was going to share a happy story, but hint, it's not a happy story.
Okay.
Nothing to do with me.
All
but
right.
in Vermont, we had another Brian Landry type case, and Johnny Fly's close enough. You might have heard of this. There's a couple who came here to a local ski area named Bolton Valley for their honeymoon, their 1 year honeymoon. The husband was 44, the wife was 21. They came on September 26. They lived on a camper on her parents' land. Well, about a week later, he showed up on the parents' land, no wife. So she's been missing for blah, blah amount of time. And he became suddenly a person of interest. And this all happens that yesterday, a town about 30 minutes from where I am now, a town cop saw this guy in a local gas station and recognized him and said, "Would you mind coming down to the station? We have a few questions." The guy was perfectly nonchalant, not controversial, came right down. And the minute on the spot, yes, I shot her twice in the head, cut her up, murdered her, and she's in my van.
Oh my God.
What?
And sure enough,
Really?
they brought him in, held him, had his pre-trial detention, did a search warrant for his van, and she was in a bag in the back of his van, cut up.
Oh, God.
Really?
So it's not just Florida. There's crazy people who kill their wives and disappear, or their girlfriend.
Jeremy, what part? What was this in Pennsylvania or where?
No, he was from New Hampshire. They were from somewhere in New Hampshire. That's why they made it close enough to you that you would catch a story too. But yeah,
I didn't hear it. No, that's a few states. New Hampshire's, I think it's like 2 or 3 states above me. But
Well, he
Yeah,
probably
but-
figured I'm gone.
excuse me, the two
He
of you, but
probably
I thought you
figured I'm
told-
gone here.
What's that, Dave?
Well,
He probably figured I'm caught here. What can I do? I'm just
Oh,
give
yeah.
it up, you know?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Well,
he said
yeah.
it nonchalantly, like it wasn't a big deal. Like it's like that was a mistake. I shot her twice in the head when she rolled over, and I cut her up and she's in the back of my van.
Yeah, it was all an
I mean,
accident,
complete
officer.
admission, no denial, no nothing. Just came out with it right off the bat.
hey,
And
that
didn't-
Jeremy,
There are
Jeremy,
evidently
what would be
no
more
shortage
disturbing-
of horrible stories in this country about people murdering each other. Look at our death rate from guns. Hell, everybody's got a gun.
Happens in
Shoot, bang,
Australia.
bang. It's all over.
well, that's
happens in
well, didn't
Australia,
you-
mate, as well. We
Didn't
kill
you have-
husbands kill their wives here, wives kill their husbands, girlfriends kill their boyfriends, and boyfriends they
Yeah.
do it worldwide. Just in America, because
Hey,
of the
John.
gun.
John,
The
didn't
guns
you
are
have
easy to
some
get hold of.
shootings? Didn't you have a shooting in Houston or something down there? As soon as I heard
Sure, we
about
had
it,
3 or 4 today. Are you shitting me?
yeah, it's like, well, we don't have to carry guns with permits or licenses
No.
anymore down there, right?
State of
how
Texas
can
is
they-
constitutional carry. You want to carry a gun? Put a gun on. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to carry a
what
gun?
is
Carry a
it-
gun.
like I said, these people don't have brains in their head. I mean, then they
You want to sleep under a bridge? Oh,
I
no,
don't
no, no. We're going to arrest your ass for that.
Well, the thing is, they'll
but if
sit
you wanna
there
wear
and
a
say,
gun,
well,
go
I
ahead.
don't understand. I don't understand why all this violence, why are people killing each other? Unbelievable. I mean, they have no brains.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems we have.
It's easy to pull a trigger.
Yeah.
It's in the heat of the moment.
That is
there's plenty
that
of
is the
people
argument
in
that
jail.
I've used all the time. I remind Mike, you pull that trigger, your life has changed. Your whole life is going to change in a heartbeat, baby. Because either
Yep,
you're going to
forever.
be dead or you're going to be in prison. One of those two
Yeah.
things is going to result from you pulling that trigger. You're going to be dead or you're going to be in prison.
That's what I say,
damn
John.
good chance.
You can't bring up.
It's
Once
not.
that bullet leaves
no.
the gun, you can't bring it back.
No, you can't bring it back.
You know,
And
There's
if
a lot
you
of,
have a gun on
people
you
sitting
and you
in
are a
jail
passionate
saying-
person, and in the moment of passion, in an argument, whatever the fuck it is. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I damaged my truck today. Pissed me off.
What'd you do?
Fucking pissed me off. It's a good thing I didn't. Anyway, yeah, in the heat of the moment, you could whip out a gun and your life is changing. What did I do? I hit something on the middle of the freaking road.
Who are you talking to?
Okay.
My son.
I was about to
I
say
forgot.
the way
I got home from the store today, and I was, having to get the groceries upstairs. Besides that, I had to go to the restroom because it's a long haul from the house to here, and so I was in a hurry, and I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I hit a box.
Okay, well, before you continue,
Huh.
the way you went from people being blindly angry and not knowing, getting in the heat of the moment to, by the way, I damaged my truck today. I was like,
Because in a heartbeat today, I watched a big old box fall off the back of the fucking truck, and right when my
Exactly,
mind is
Travis.
going, you didn't secure your load, my fucking truck hit it.
You know what, Travis? I was listening to him, and then all of a sudden he petered
That's
off
me,
real
Curtis
low.
Wood.
I heard it. What
I have
happened,
guns.
Joe?
I have no desire to shoot anybody.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't first.
It was. Here's.
Yeah, really.
I forgot to tell you. Anyway, I'm going down 624, coming home.
Okay.
I got groceries in the truck, all that stuff, and this service truck up ahead of me. I don't know. He's got a big box. It's one of those panel trucks that's got toolboxes on each side. You know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
no
what you're
space back there.
talking
Anyway,
about.
he's carrying the box back there, and all of a sudden, I guess he hit a bump or so. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to him outside of how far ahead of me he was. And all of a sudden, out of the back of that truck comes this box. And by the time I go to check the left mirror to make sure I'm not fixing to swerve into somebody, and by the time I looked over there to check that, and there was nobody there, and I started to react. Well, if you go out there and on the passenger side bumper of my truck, you'll see a scrape. Didn't dent anything.
What was in the box?
I don't know. It was freaking heavy, though. It
It could
pissed
have
me
been
off.
something good.
It could have been, but it
Could
wasn't no
have been
good after I
$1.
got done with it.
Yeah.
I hit it at like, I don't know, 65 at least.
Joe,
By the time
what
I
about
got
some
off
of
the
that-
gas, I was doing 70.
What about some of that treasure queen burning coal that they talk about all the time? Think of all the money you could have made.
Yeah, I could have made.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have.
Or
I
maybe
could
they
have. I
been
stopped.
solar
I seen
panels.
the service truck stopping way up there. I got out and I looked over at my truck, and all I could see was, it's a little scrape. Didn't even scrape the paint off. It's like you could
How's
get it
your
off
neck?
with
How's your neck?
Yeah, I can't.
Sore neck?
That's why I left, because I've
Got a
been a
headache,
driver.
mate?
I've been a driver before. When you lose something, you could lose your fucking job. I looked at my shit and I went, it ain't worth it. I'm not gonna give the driver any hassle. He's gonna have enough hassle picking that fucking thing up, because whatever was in that box was pretty solid. But I hit it at a very, you know, the only thing I hit it was the right front bumper, and not enough to even scratch the paint.
Hey,
The
John.
bumper there is blue, and it just.
I just hope that
Magic.
if he didn't tie that load down right, then I hope it taught him a lesson then.
Oh,
because
he
that
got a
could've been-
lesson. I'm sure he's.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
wherever
John,
he's going with that box, if it doesn't arrive in working order, well, he's got to go back
Hey,
to the
John.
boss. Yes, sir.
Did you look at the box and did it say fragile, handle with care?
No,
if so,
no.
you're in trouble.
That was way behind me by the time I pulled off the road, and I wasn't going to. I know it was solid. I knew it was
Yeah.
pretty solid because I was concerned by the time I got off the road. You know, oh shit. Now, had it caused some serious damage to my truck, oh hell yeah, I'm waiting
yeah.
for that driver to come back and get his load, and I'm taking
If-
all cameras, pictures, and all that shit.
John, if that
But
would've
that's
gone
not what
underneath
happened.
your truck,
No,
That
I'm
could've
not.
got
I'm not.
underneath
I never have been that kind of guy, because, like I say, I've been that driver. Hell, I've driven down the highway and all of a sudden seen two great big of my tires pass me up as I feel my trailer just go wham, and see two of your tires just go flying into traffic. As a driver, your ass just puckered up a whole lot. You know.
John, that's okay. When I was working and living in Florida, we were going up 95, and I'll never forget it. In the morning, we were in a big hurry. It was a lot of traffic, and we were behind this truck that had wheelbarrows in it. And fortunately, we moved over just in time because the guy went to take a turn to get off 95, and these wheelbarrows came flying off. And we didn't stick around to see what train collision there was with all the cars, you know. But yeah, it flew right off the truck. He had the tailgate down.
Yeah.
That made sense.
Yeah.
So it could be worse.
You always have to
You-
remember the driver, whatever it is, whether you're a professional driver or just a weekend warrior, whatever. You're liable for your load. You have to make
Yep.
sure whatever you're hauling is properly strapped down so it doesn't go flying out the back of the truck and cause an accident. You know, it wasn't, like I said, it's just a little bitty scrape on my bumper. I'm not going to worry about it. The guy's going to have enough trouble getting that freaking thing out of the highway and loading it back up on his truck, because I'm sure it wasn't light. And, you know, I'm not going to add to his misery. It was nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt me. It barely, you know, I got worse scratches on that truck. So
No, we're glad that things
I'm
turned
not,
out okay.
I'm not
for you,
one to
John.
go hollering for, you know,
Yep.
just not worth it.
No.
So, anyway, did you run the credits?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Got to throw a rock at me sometimes. Yeah, no, just got. I'd sit here and rattle on forever. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and visiting with us. Thank you for the great conversation. I want to appreciate everybody in this chat. I keep saying that because it is. It's my favorite thing right there. It is what goes on, Don Cheeto. I see you out there, brother. Anyway, Johnny Fly, thank you for coming by and visiting. We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you having me on the show, and I look forward to meeting you, Travis, and the rest of the gang when I'm down there.
Indeed, we will be in San Antonio November 12th, 13th, and part of the 14th at the Marriott Courtyard Marriott at Market Square. So please, if you're in that area, come on down and join us. We'd love to see you. And Johnny Fly, we're looking forward to meeting you.
I can't
Appreciate
wait.
it. Always. SC, brother, I'm glad you come in today. We haven't had the opportunity to have you in here for a while. We appreciate you stopping by.
It's been about a month or so, but yeah, I figured it's about time for me to drop in.
It was indeed, brother. And I appreciate it.
No problem at all. No problem at all. I'll try to make it back on as soon as possible.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Good to hear you, SC.
Yeah, see? Johnny approved.
You too, Johnny Fly, Dave, Sparky, Randy.
Randy Curvin, we want to thank him for coming by and visiting us. What happened to Ozzy? Oh, he dropped out. Discord got him.
What about me, SC? What about me?
Yeah, Jeremy. No, I wasn't going to forget you, Jeremy. Harry, we appreciate it tremendously coming by.
I was watching a video of a guy wrapping a hot dog in a slice of pizza, and it actually looked pretty damn good. I was like,
hot dog and a pizza. Well, for our food portion of the show, go wrap your hot dog up in some pizza. Bound to make the hot dog taste better.
I want to say good night. I'm back.
All right. No, Dave, we're saying good night now, but I didn't leave you out, brother.
No, I don't know. You did. Travis brought me back in.
Yes, he did.
Kicked out just as you running the credits there. But good night, America.
Good night, Dave. Thank you for being here from down under. We appreciate it tremendously, brother. We appreciate your international flair. Thank you so much. And Sparky Dunk.
And the sounds. We appreciate the sounds.
Yes, the bird sounds. We love that. Like a jungle thing going on back there. We're all wanting to come to Australia now, not just to listen to you talk, but we want to see what birds is making the noise back there. I got one.
Lots of birds, man.
I got one. He makes plenty of noise all by himself. He don't need.
And lots of shit.
Huh?
Lots
of bird shit.
Lots of bird shit. Yes. Yes, everybody wants a big bird. Oh, look at that big old parakeet. Parrot. Look at that big old macaw. Yeah. You want to clean that shit?
We got birds here.
They got shit, buddy. They don't care where they shit either. Yeah, you put them on your shoulder, there's shit on your shoulder, brother. Anyway.
Well, honestly, Dave sounded like I don't know if you were in a rocking chair. It sounded like you were in a rocking chair, and I heard the birds in the background.
Well, yeah, as I'm saying, there's lots of birds around me, lots of trees, lots of bird shit. And some of the bird shit is as big as dog shit.
Wherever you got animals. Yes. We got owls out here that shit turds. Shit. Really?
Yes.
Boom. Really? That came out of your feathered ass? I'm telling you, you think, oh, look at them cute little owls. Yeah, anyway.
Hey, John,
before the show goes any more downhill. Huh?
Just think of what comes out of Donnie Trump's.
Hey, family show here. We don't want to put that thought up there. Anyway, we want to thank everybody for coming in and joining us tonight and being a member of this Blue Dot family. Indeed, in the next weeks, we're going to see what's going to happen to our country. If a congressional subpoena has no power, then where does that leave us? It leaves us without any accountability. So, it's not so much about what January 6th is about. It's more importantly about what a congressional subpoena is and how much power does it have. So in the next coming days, we're going to find out exactly the answer to that question. And it is a scary answer, baby, because I like this thing they call democracy. I'd like to keep it around. Kind of got used to it. Anyway, the illusion of
John,
it anyway. Yes.
Since this is a family show, before we go, could you play our favorite song? We didn't get to hear it yet tonight.
Oh, well, just to perk up everybody's, what the hell should Trump do?
I just need you to shut the
and he was out there
fuck up, 'cause
getting it
nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up. Bow,
Oh, I'm
bow.
on the
Shut
floor,
the fuck
baby.
up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
My
bow.
foot is bouncing. My foot. How can you
Did
not
you read,
want?
It
did
sounded
you
like
read his
you were
one,
singing
one
harmony.
his sentence today, his statement?
What
One
did he say
sentence.
today?
He said the
The-
insurrection was on November 3rd.
Yes.
The
Yes.
protest was on January 6th.
Yeah. The real insurrection was on November 3rd. Still pushing the bullshit, because if you keep repeating it, idiots believe you. And there are enough
He's the
idiots in
king
this
of-
country, enough. We do not need to produce more.
He's
Yeah.
the king of
He needs to
understatement,
shut the
John. He's
fuck up,
king of
or somebody should just slap him, please. I don't know.
understatement.
Just shut up. Just go away. But always remember, he's not, and he is willing to burn this country to the ground if he doesn't get his way, because he doesn't give a flip about this country. Only if he gets to rule it. And James Lee just came in with a $25 donation. It says, it sure looks like Bannon's ass will soon be in jail. Let's all hope the orange anus will soon be too. I like your way of thinking, James. Yes, indeed. That's what the story is going to tell. If we can't get Steve Bannon, don't even think about Donnie. We got to prove the thing right now. We have to, as I say, we have to do the right thing. But we have to do the thing right. And putting his ass in jail is doing the thing right. All doing the right thing. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. We'll be here mañana for Beer and Bud Friday. So put the beer on the ice. Get ready to put the bud in the bowl. And we'll slide into a good weekend, let's hope. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Try to enjoy your day. Whatever the weather is, put a smile on your heart. Try to put a smile on somebody else's face. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all later.